Hi, you guys and girls, and welcome to I don't know really though, it's kind of a vlog, I suppose. I guess the first thing I should do is apologize for not creating a proper vlog of my Dreamhack experience while I was there. There are going to be other great vlogs created by some of the people that were there. I was a bit stupid. I didn't really realize I wasn't recording a vlog until I was 2 days in. By then I was starting to feel ill and I'd missed too much. So this is basically going to be a recap of everything I did each day and give you an idea of what the experience at Dreamhack is like and what it was like working with Tencent and the Arena of Valor team. And then we're going to show off a little bit of the swag and all the cool free stuff that I managed to get while I was at Dreamhack. So yeah, hopefully you guys will like it regardless. If you were following me on Twitter, hopefully you saw the pictures I posted each day. If you didn't, I'm sure if you scroll back through my media section on my Twitter, you'll track them down eventually. So yeah, basically got flown out by Tencent. It was very kind of them to give me the opportunity to do so. I arrived late on Thursday night. I was actually the last person to arrive. Everyone else that had longer flights, they got there a little bit earlier. I think they were appreciative of that fact. So I was the last one to arrive out of all of us. I got there, everyone was already playing games with each other and kind of practicing their Arena of Valor heroes. I was hungry, so I sat down and I got some food. I met up with David, who is an amazing guy, works with Tencent and the community, and was basically the cat herder of the event. It kept us, all us influencers in check and made sure we were all safe and sound, so we owe him a lot. Yeah, as soon as I arrived and I got realizing who I was in the presence of, all the other influencers, I became kind of nervous, if I'm honest, because I realized that I was in the presence of people with 30,000 plus followers on Twitch, people that did streaming for a living full time, basically people that are where I want to be, and that I was significantly smaller on the radar of those levels than everyone else there. So I felt very fortunate to be there and to be socializing with them. But I gotta say, as soon as I started talking to people, I was made to feel incredibly welcomed. At no point did I feel like, because I had less of a following, I was less important. Neither by the Tencent staff nor the other influencers. They were really, really supportive of me. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. So that Thursday night, we just kind of got to know each other. Everyone headed off to their beds. Everyone was shattered from traveling, etc. And we had an early start going on the Friday. So Friday was the first proper day of Dreamhack. We left really early after an awesome buffet breakfast from our hotel, which did a lot of work for us, trust me. We were about 2 hours away from Dreamhack on this occasion from that hotel. We did stay in two hotels. I'll talk about the second one after day one. So we went to Dreamhack and we had a fairly relaxed experience on day one. They made it kind of clear that we had a few things that we need to kind of be around for, or it'd be nice if we were around for over the course of the next few days. But on the Friday itself, we kind of just did our own thing. We roamed as a pack, searching out as much as much free stuff and as many free goodies as possible. Played a few games, played around on some VR stuff, and just kind of chilled out really. Just soaked in the experience. One of the first things that occurred to me as soon as I was at Dreamhack was just how comfortable I felt. I'm not always overly comfortable in going to strange places I don't know, with loads of people I don't know. I'm a fairly confident guy, but anxiety can easily peak up in those sort of circumstances. But I was very aware that the people around me were kind of like me. They were gamers. They were there for the same reasons I was. They just wanted to chill out and enjoy themselves and soak up the experience. So that was a really strange and awesome thing to have happen when you first walk into a big environment like that. So that was one of the first things that jumped out at me. We got to see the Arena of Valor booth. I'm doing a booth in the air quotes on that because it was not a booth. It was a mini arena. Not to not be intentionally do the pun, but it was awesome. Two pro-looking desks set up, full gaming chairs, phones dedicated purely for the gaming. kind of set up almost like the map in Arena of Valor as well, with the two bases and the river running through the middle. Was a really, really cool setup. Beanbags everywhere for everyone to chill out, all the fans, all the new people that were playing and getting into the game, just to mellow out, sit down and relax with their friends and try it out, which was really cool. Also got to play around on the Razer phone, which was amazing. I need to get me one of them phones in future. Maybe if I get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll start talking to Razer about getting one of them. But if you are due an upgrade on your phone, or you have the ability to get one, I'd recommend it. It was great to play on. Very smooth gameplay, very comfortable to hold. As a mobile streamer, I can't speak highly enough for it. And it's really good to see big companies like Razer, Honor, OnePlus, those sort of big mobile companies looking at gaming on a mobile perspective and taking it seriously. I think over the last few years, gaming in esports has become a lot more mainstream and been taken a lot more serious by people involved in the business. So it's good to see big companies jumping on board with that as well. Yeah, that was kind of it. To be fair, I actually ended up casting a few games on the Friday. Wasn't intentional, didn't go there to cast, but I was jokingly casting, I believe, with Rems and Full Frontage, and I was overheard by David and some of the production crew for Tencent, and they just asked me kindly, did you want to cast? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It seems fun. So I did a little bit of casting. I think a lot of people kind of enjoyed it as well. I got a lot of good feedback, so that was really positive. It was something I was nervous about. I've done casting before, but it's always been behind my desk, in the comfort of probably sitting in my lounge pants, drinking a cup of tea, not live in front of people, in a venue holding 20,000 people technically. So yeah, it was really fun. It was really good. That Friday night, we stayed at a hotel closer to Dreamhack itself, so fortunately we didn't have to go back 2 hours each time. This hotel was a little bit smaller. My room was kind of reminding me a lot of my university room. It's kind of a bed and a desk. Not too much room to move. I'm not a small guy, but it had a bed and it served its purpose. So I'm not going to complain. I wasn't paying for it. And it was comfortable. I still had a good night's sleep. That Friday night, we had a few drinks in the hotel bar. We got to hang out, got to know each other a little bit more. And again, it was just incredible just how relaxed we all were around each other. Technically perfect strangers, a lot of us. And yet we did kind of gelled so well. I was very thankful that Tencent had assembled so many influencers that were just so down to earth, so many cool people. It's kudos to them. Obviously, they'd done their research and looked into the type of people they wanted at this event, which again is flattering that I was invited. But yeah, everyone was absolutely awesome. We had an experience with a drunken Viking wanting to show us his tattoos. He almost showed us more than his tattoos. Thankfully, his other half pulled him away from us before that occurred. That was a great story. If you ever get a chance to ask Rems about it on his stream, please do. Because I think Rems with the beard just attracted the Viking dude a little bit. I think they were kindred spirits. I think a lot of beard love between them. So that was hilarious, and definitely going to be a story I tell for a while. We were up again early Saturday. Saturday obviously was the MPT tournament. I'll be honest, I didn't do much other than watch the MPT tournament on that Saturday. I was fully engrossed in it. The live experience, the arena, the stage, everything where this was held was amazing. I've been to live gaming events before on kind of not to Dreamhack, but like championships and things. And I would say that given that Arena of Valor is so young, to see a stage so immense and so many people watching it was really reassuring. I'm sure they felt very reassured as well as a gaming company to see that level of interest. But yeah, I think I sat there for like 5.5 hours. Me and Rems, Full Frontage was there a lot of time as well. We basically just was going nuts. And it was really good to see, particularly Rems, his experience with Arena of Valor had been quite limited. To see him kind of jump on this MOBA hype train and get into it so much. He was jumping out of his seat, screaming. I was there alongside him doing the exact same thing. But it was brilliant, and it really added to the atmosphere as well. I think Tiffy and Blackstabs, they ended up being involved in a PUBG tournament, and they won it, which was insane. It just goes to show that if you're a skilled gamer, you're just a skilled gamer. You know, they clearly had the right mentality. Neither of them come from a PUBG background, and they both smashed it. So kudos to them. That Saturday night, I ended up casting again. I didn't get to it before we get to the night. I ended up shoutcasting again throughout the day, community games, also the influencer games. So when I was coming to this, I was originally told that I might be playing as part of an influencer-based games with two teams versus each other, etc. And I was really up for that. You know, I was excited about playing. There was a lot of influencers, and there's only 10 spots, obviously, with two teams. So I didn't get assigned to those teams, but because David and the Tencent guys wanted me to actually be casting the games. So at first I was kind of, not hurt, but I was a little bit disappointed that I wasn't going to get to play, because I was excited about maybe making some cool plays and getting some good clips for you guys. But then I realized how much of an honor it was that, you know, they had this big production, this, you know, for a lot of people, this was their first experience of Arena and Valor, those that were watching at Dreamhack, etc. So I realized them putting that level of trust in me as a caster to represent AOV and to give those people a good first experience and first impression of the game is actually quite an honor. So I actually, after that realization occurred to me, I really appreciated the opportunity. I also casted the big influencer games with Ake and Foursome. Their games versus each other, which was brilliant and great fun. Yeah, so a lot of casting happened, a lot of practice. I'm excited to be casting for Tencent or Arena of Valor in future if the opportunity arises. Hopefully I will have the opportunity. If not, I'll definitely be doing some community tournaments in future, because I've caught the casting bug for AOV, so definitely going to be doing that. The Saturday night, I'll be honest, I flaked. I was absolutely shattered. I was starting to come down with my illness by this point. My voice has only really come back seriously now. But by the Sunday evening, which is the next day, it was almost gone. But yeah, so have I got my days confused? I think I might have got my days confused. Don't worry, we'll talk about it in a second. So anyway, Saturday was the MPT. Nothing happened on Saturday night because I was too tired. Sunday was the influencer games. So what I just said about influencer games, that happened on the Sunday. God damn it. So yeah. So on the Sunday, like I said, a lot of casting happened. The influencer games, it was a really exciting environment. A really awesome place to be. We had to leave relatively early. We did have a chance to look around the stalls and everything again, pick up any additional extra bits of swag, and try anything we hadn't had a chance to do on the Friday or Saturday, which was cool. And I got to see Dr. Disrespect on the main stage as well. Talk about stream goals. Definitely, I wouldn't mind being there in 5 years' time. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, we had to leave pretty early because we needed to get all the way back to the original hotel, so a good couple of hours away, and get dinner and stuff. So we headed out about 4 or 5 o'clock, I think. Went back to the original hotel near the airport, the fancy one. Had a really nice dinner. All of us sat down at a table. It was really, really cool. I think the French guys were still celebrating after the French win on the Saturday night. They went out on the Saturday night and had a great time. I think a lot of them went out again on the Sunday night because they didn't have to be up too early on the Monday. I was quite envious of that fact because I did have to be up very early on the Monday morning for my flight. However, despite that, I did stay out pretty late on the Sunday night. Again, just sat in the lounge, really just relaxing and chatting with everyone. With Backstabs, Cargirl, Curry Shop, Rems. We were just pretty much at full frontage. We just all hung out and just chatted, talked about anything, gaming, streaming, but relationships, where we're from, day jobs, anything and everything. It was just a pretty. I imagine for a lot of people, it reminded me of when I first went to university. And you kind of got stuck in a flat with, say, 6 other people when you got assigned your dorm. It reminded me of that experience where you first learning about each other and you kind of realize, oh, I got pretty lucky. All the people I'm in dorm with are awesome. That never happens that way at university, but luckily it happened for me on this experience. So, yeah, I think I stayed up till 2 a.m. My flight left at 6 a.m. So I didn't get a lot of experience. I think a lot of sleep. Probably need a bit more now by the sounds of me. Do apologise, my head's a little bit all over the place. I am still a little bit ill. But yeah, it was an amazing experience overall. So yeah, what I'll go into now is I'll quickly show you guys some swag, because let's be honest, that's half the reason people go to Dreamhack is all the free stuffs. So the first big thing I got, which I'm really thankful for, actually the first thing I got is this t-shirt. I got a couple of these Arena of Valor t-shirts. It's got Dreamhack on the back as well, which is pretty cool. So I know they're unique to that experience. So it's pretty cool to get, first of all, repping the brand. Got one of these. So this is a full-on Arena of Valor backpack. That is embroidered on and everything. It's a proper full-on backpack. There's no printed on stuff there. That's embroidered, and it's a full-on laptop backpack. All the pockets and goodies in there as well. I was very lucky to get one of these. Not everyone even managed to get these amongst the influencers, so I did feel lucky to get one. We will open it up, see what we've got in here. So, in the front at the moment, just a few little bits and pieces. These are kind of the trinkets of everything. So. We've got a couple of Arena of Valor bracelets and wristbands. I'll try and hold them up so the camera can see them. There we go. A couple of Destiny 2 ones. I've never played that game in my life, but I'm sure it's a lot of fun. Astro peripherals. I got a couple of bits from them. That's one of their wristbands. Intel with a fidget spinner, an Intel fidget spinner. So if you wanted to know what Intel was spending their time developing, now you know. I think... oh yeah, and an Intel wristband as well. This flashes. So if you have kind of any epileptic friends, you can wear that and cause a lot of problems. I don't think I'll ever be wearing it, but it's cool to own because it's free, and we like free things. So opening the main bag up, the first part of it is more bags. So we've got. Okay, first of all, there's another Arena of Valor bag. This is a drawstring style backpack, so that's pretty cool. That was good to get. We've got a Razor tote bag. So this is huge, with the logo in green. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's pretty cool. Do your shopping in that one and look like a badass gamer whilst in Tesco. This one's a little bit smaller and a little bit fancier. That's from Asus, Republic of Gamers. That's really cool. I got a few bits from them. Oh, there's also a Razer sweatband. I actually really like that. That's quite cool. I think I got that for playing on the Razer phone, actually, which, like I said, was a lot of fun. We have Arena of Valor hats. Now, I don't really look good in hats, and I don't tend to wear them very often, but maybe if I play around wearing one for... a while, I'll eventually find a style that looks good on me. But yeah, a couple of those. I've got 2 of those. Maybe I'll have to include them in a giveaway, or one of them in a giveaway at some point in future. Who knows? We have some posters held on with a hair tie, the benefits of having long hair. So there are 2 types of poster. I got a couple copies of each. So yeah, this one's of Monarch. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I'm pretty happy with the condition these things are in, considering I travelled with them. And then the other one, we've got the bad side, so we have to have the good side. There's Thane, guys. So that's a Thane one right there. Cool. Okay, next. We have a t-shirt. I believe this is an Asus Republic of Gamers t-shirt. I got a few bits from them. They were pretty generous, to be fair, with their freebies. So definitely hit them up if you go there in future, because they've got all the good stuff. Speaking of which, that's also an Asus Republic of Gamers beanie with their logo on. It's a little bit big for me personally, but it is fleece lined, so maybe more for practical than fashion. Another hat that I probably won't ever wear because I don't look good in hats, but it's an awesome hat. It's an MSI hat with the dragon logo embroidered on there, so that's pretty awesome. Might have to find a way of looking good in snapbacks. That might be a goal. We have an Anchor power block type thing. Holds a lot of charge. I got one of them. That was really cool. It comes in a little case as well, which I thought was pretty awesome. I got given that by the Tencent team. I think that was I got given it by the Dreamhack team for casting because it saved them having to cast. I think that was a thank you from them. This is my main pass that I wore around my neck while I was at Dreamhack. I see on its production. It's got the winter sort of rundown on the back there, and it's got a cool, pretty a Dreamhack lanyard there as well. There's quite a lot of lanyards knocking around. In fact, I don't know where I put them all, but there's tons of lanyards. Got some Arena Valley lanyards and things as well. Raise a coaster because I need somewhere to put my coffee. And then pretty much, I think, is this last but not least? Oh, no, there's the lanyards. We'll show you the lanyards off quickly. So there's a ton of lanyards here. I'll put them all together for inconvenience. Couple of Arena of Valor ones. An Astro one, which is black and white. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then we've got a pretty awesome Steel Series one, which I actually really like, with the orange as well. So a few lanyards there. And last but not least, this arrived after Dreamhack had finished at my airport hotel. So I didn't get a chance to wear it. And to be fair, I was expecting a black one because I don't really wear white very much, but it is still pretty awesome to have this. This is my Nova jersey. So I finally got a Nova jersey through. Hopefully I still get a black one or a hoodie. That would be great because I can wear them more often. I don't normally wear white. Maybe I'll put this in a frame though because I kind of like the idea of having it framed on my wall. So that's the front. The back actually does have my name. And it is spelt correctly. So kudos to Raven on that one. So that was one of the biggest things that I received because that's an honor. I'm pretty proud to be part of Nova right now. They've been working hard to kind of get me places, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, that is the swag. I'm sure there's other bits I missed that are laying around elsewhere, but hopefully it gives you guys an idea of the sort of things you pick up when you go to Dreamhack. There are a ton of things I missed out on. There were hoodies and loads of other stuff, but you need to put in time with the booths and on games, and I just didn't have the time available to me because I was working, in air quotes. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to Tencent, to Ash, to David, and the Arena of Valor team for giving the opportunity and working alongside me to get me there. It does mean a lot. It's further than I had ever thought streaming and that was going to get me. And hopefully it's going to mean that it allows me to get me even further now. I can use it as a jumping off point. Thank you as well to all the other influencers there. I've named a lot of them, but there is a lot more than those I have named. I'm not going to list them all off at this point in time because I will inevitably miss someone and I'd feel really bad about it. But every single influencer that was there, was amazing, were friendly, and I would not even question the opportunity to hang out with them again if the opportunity arose. So yeah, thank you to everyone there. Thank you guys for listening and to me ramble on about this. I'm sorry it's not a proper vlog and that I'm not a great video editor, but maybe that'll change in future as well. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like, comment below, and give me a subscribe. And yeah, give me any feedback, guys, on my Twitter or below. Oh yeah, make sure you follow me over on my Twitch. I'm more active on Twitch than I am on YouTube, but I am trying to improve my YouTube content. Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Appreciate you listening to me, and I'll hopefully see you guys soon. Peace out.